So I was having a discussion with an entrepreneur, and we basically went forward. If any of you guys have been watching my stuff, you know that there's three main steps that I think are required to turn a lazy loser into an executing entrepreneur, to turn a mediocre monk, the one who's all into self improvement, into a rich man. The three steps are as follows. The first step is you eliminate distractions. Everything. So if you have a phone, if you have whatever it is, just delete your apps. Make it impossible for you to do anything else. Other than, which is step two, you define clear inputs. What exactly you're going to be doing every single day. The same exact thing, the dry shit that you're going to be doing every single day. Whether it's cold calls, DMs, whatever it is, it's usually some sort of outreach. And the third step is just accountability. So these three are the prerequisites to turning a lazy into an executing entrepreneur. And me and this entrepreneur basically went forward with, it was a very self accountable person. We went forward with eliminating distractions and setting clear inputs. And guess what? Nothing happened. I asked him why he didn't do it, and you know what he told me? He told me it's because he didn't have any willpower. Now, that wasn't the real reason. The real reason was that there was a distraction that he didn't really see as a distraction that he was refusing to eliminate, which was honestly time with family. Now, you might think, oh my God, Hadi Salman, CEO of Compass, he's against the nuclear family home. Kill this man. He's anti-traditional. No, man. I just want you to be rich. You want to spend time with family? Go ahead. If you want to be rich, you got to sacrifice some time with your family. He just spent time with his family all day. And that's not a bad thing, but it is a bad thing if you want to be rich. So, but he told me he didn't have willpower. And that actually made me mad. Because what the hell is willpower? I asked him that. I was like, what is willpower? And he said, I don't know. Of course you don't. Most people that talk about shit have absolutely no idea what the they're talking about. Willpower is what? Wanting to do something? The degree to which you want to do an action? The point is, it doesn't matter what willpower is. I told him, the problem with your life is not that you lack willpower. I want you to listen to this very carefully. The problem with your life is not that you lack willpower. It's that you lack the ability to act despite lacking willpower. And that's very cliche, very corny, very stupid, very Instagram really, but it's true. It is possibly one of the most objective truths that I've ever come across in business. If you have clear inputs, if you have clear inputs and you have nothing else to do, number one, it's very, very unlikely that you can just sit there doing absolutely nothing unless you're a creative genius, and none of you are. I am not either, just to be clear. But if you're telling me you lack willpower, that's not the problem. You lack the ability to act despite lacking willpower. If you got up and did your inputs no matter what, you would be successful. But you always have the scapegoat of lacking willpower, no motivation. I just don't have the pain. I just don't have the trauma. You want me to traumatize you? It's not about trauma. Honestly, you want to use your trauma to your benefit, go ahead. Talk about how you were beat as a kid or how, she left you and that's why you're going to be rich. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. What matters is whether or not you get your inputs done. It's a simple equation of math. Input, output. What will allow you to make the input can be different things, but the easiest way to do it is, as I mentioned, define what the input is clearly, know what the hell you actually have to do, know when you need to do it by, which is accountability, right? Accountability is in the form of deadlines and other people, and remove everything else from your life. That's how you actually make yourself do the input. If you want to do it because you were traumatized by XYZ person or by XYZ event, go ahead. But it doesn't matter. This actually relates very deeply to why people that you wouldn't think would be rich get rich. People that are lazy, that are fat, that are stupid, that are drunk all the time, that smoke all the time, that have very bad habits, that wake up late, insert all the bad things that you think people that get rich might not do. A lot of rich people actually do those things and get rich. Why? Because they do the inputs. Because they do the inputs. Do the inputs, ladies and gentlemen. That is my plea. I have nothing else to say. If you have something stopping you from doing that input, remove that thing and do the input. If you still can't do that thing, get somebody to keep you accountable. With those 3 prerequisites met, you will actually become an execution machine because you'll do the things that matter. You won't be focusing on building new landing pages or half-built bridges. That's another thing actually I want to discuss. Half-built bridges. Your business, and my business did initially as well, has so many half-built bridges, landing pages you never use, services you never use, offers you never use, accounts you made but never used. Why? Because you can't finish what you start. You have no clear defined input. You're like, oh, maybe I'll sign up for this Go High Level account, and then I'll do this, and then I'll do that, and I'll sign up for this though, and then there's this new thing, and I'll just use AI, and then what ends up happening is you fail because you're being pulled in all these different directions. What is that? A lack of clarity. A lack of clarity in inputs is what results in half-built bridges. You don't know where to put the next brick because you put the first one down so carelessly, so unintentionally. Oh, I saw a video where this person was discussing this new client acquisition system. Oh my God, Rainbow. I will make an account for this new software. Ah, shit, I forgot about it. Why am I broke? This is why. Because of your half-built bridges. So build your bridges all the way through. It's not because you lack willpower. You just don't know what it is that you have to do every single day to result in the success that you want. Once you do that, you will be monumentally successful.